is that although you see there a UK representation, a UK-wide poll, which is representative of the population as a whole, it doesn't necessarily split down into constituency by constituency. So although the Lib Dems have only 8%, they'll have far more seats than UKIP. And of course, this doesn't show us what the SNP are getting, because the share of the Scottish population in these polls is, of course, that much smaller. I want to show you our coalition builder. We've tried it before, but we've put in some figures. I'll just come out of the way here on the latest forecast from electionforecast.co.uk. It brings together a host of academics. They're looking at census data, they're looking at all the polls, they're looking at research on a constituency by constituency basis. And obviously all the same caveats remain. We're 30 days out. These figures, particularly for the Labour and Conservatives, could move 20 seats either way, and it's very difficult for the smaller parties. But if we go ahead and build a coalition, so the Conservatives have the biggest number of seats on these results, 287. We'll put in the Liberal Democrats, so the coalition as it stands at the moment. And I'm going to put on there the Conservative-leaning DUP, who are Eurosceptic. If I can get this to work, hang on a second. There we go, we'll put them across there. And you can see that they are just short of that magic line, the 326. Now, if I start that again and just put in Labour, and we're going to build the Labour coalition for a second, so we'll put the let's, for argument's sake, put the Liberal Democrats on there, although that's difficult to see, given that Danny Alexander was talking about Labour's economic policy as illiterate this week. We'll put the SDLP in there. We'll put Plaid Cymru in, and also the Greens. So what you get is this sort of traffic-like coalition of the left, and you can see they are short of the 322 we just had for the Conservatives. But I want to take out the Lib Dems for a second, and you can see they're a long way short. And even if you put the SNP on there in this informal style coalition, they are short of the 322 I just showed you with the Conservatives. What I want to show you from that, Anita, is that it's not just the SNP that is going to have influence over the course of the next few weeks. It is all these smaller parties. The DUP that wants a £1 billion of extra funding for Northern Ireland could be influential as well. And also, you can see with just, 3 seats between Conservatives and Labour, every seat is going to be important. It could come down to just a handful of seats, so everything's still to play for.
Christian, thank you very much for that. Christian Fraser.